Welcome to the channel. If you clicked on this video, I appreciate you. If you find yourself enjoying the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Now let's get to it. Can someone tell Bam Adebayo to hit the gym? Because, man, we can't have A'ja Wilson out here being a better basketball player than you, man. You losing right now. The ladies winning this one. Nah, I'm just joking. Bam Adebayo probably the reason why she going hard right now, working with him and all that. Because A'ja Wilson has been on the heater, folks. She's been hot. On the season, she giving you 23 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. The team is currently on a 4-game win streak. The Ace is balling right now. At the beginning of the season, you know, everybody was like, does A'ja Wilson still got that fight in her? Can she lead her team to another successful year? And they started off slow. They were very inconsistent. Jewel Lloyd was trying to find her spot on the team. All that then changed in the last few weeks because they've been balling, man. They're currently on a 4-game win streak. In the last 3 games, A'ja Wilson putting up 29 points, 13 rebounds to go with 4 assists on 52% shooting. Balling. And she's the first WNBA player to put up a 30, 20 rebound, 5 assist game. And not only that, she had 2 steals to go with it. She getting a block or 2 in every game. Her passing has improved. Her footwork is great, the best in the game right now. Her midi, top 3 in the game. She cold, man. And let me just say this. If she continue to do what she's doing, she gonna have a place on Mount Rushmore for women real soon. She's on her way. She's that good. And now that Napheesa Collier has gotten hurt, been out for a few games, A'ja Wilson is a front runner for the MVP trophy. It seems like she may be on her way to go get her 4th one. Huh? She cold, folks. If you ain't a fan, I advise you to become one because she's the truth. When you look at the Aces, you know, they wasn't consistent. They couldn't really put together a couple wins. And now it seems like they're really starting to put it together. The defense is locked in. Everybody seems like they know their role now and they're executing out there, you know? Now let's get to the Seattle Storm versus the LA Sparks. Man, I tell you one thing, this is one of the better matchups in the WNBA. I was waiting on this one. If you could remember, these 2 teams played on August 1st. It was a hell of a game, the best game on the season. The game went to double overtime. It had a lot of things went on in that game, man. A lot of players balled. Seattle had a 6-7 point lead in the 4th, choked it away. Sparks won the game. So I knew coming into this game here, Seattle was trying to get their get back. And I knew the Sparks was coming off a back-to-back. So I was like, Seattle probably gonna sting them. The game began. Seattle hopped out on a 25-5 run. I'm like, yep, there it is. I knew it. They tired. Damn, Sparks. I wanted to see a good game. They was like, hold on. We got this. Let us catch our first win first. After that, man, watching that game, they slowly chipped away at the score. I was like, man, look, they might do this again. You know, joking. But they wasn't joking out there. Man, they started playing ball out there. They started playing ball, man. I'm talking about when you look at their team, Kelsey Plum, she's a top 5 scorer in the game. One of the best passers in the game. Sometimes she starts off slow, but she get going. She had 20 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. She was balling out there, man. Balling. You got on Wnba. Wnba, one of my favorite players in the game. She gets in there and she eats. She consistent. You know, she was balling out there. She started off slow. Her and Azura Stevens. Once them two start playing ball together, everything else opens up for this team. You know, Azura Stevens, she's having probably her best year of her career. She's the best shooting big in the game. She tough in there. You know? Azura had 15 to go with 8 rebounds, while Wnba had 19 points to go with 7 rebounds and 2 assists. They were balling out there. You got Rakia Jackson. She averaging like 13, 14 over the season. Any night she could go get you 20, but she only had 9 in this one. They didn't really need her point production because Cameron Brink, congratulations on her comeback, because she been balling, man. It was a back-to-back. I ain't think she really was going to have nothing in the tank. Man, she was like, hold up, I do this. 14 big points, man. Her length out there changes everything for this team. She can knock down the 3 ball, and she's so good defensively. She don't foul that much. She goes straight up with that length. It's hard to shoot over that, man. You know, that's a special talent. You have to pay attention to the unsung heroes on the team. I'm talking about Barrera, Van Loo, and Alderman. All 3 of them are good 3-point shooters. Not only that, they don't let their egos get in the way. They always confident out there. If they mess up, it's on to the next play because they know they put in the work and they know if they can contribute to the team, the LA Sparks become a championship contender. Yeah, I said it, a championship contender. They legit, man. When you look at Burrell, Van Loo, and Alderman, they combined for 17 points and 13 assists. That's how they got back in that game, working as a team. They seem like they didn't figure some things out, and they are currently on a 3-game win streak. Watch out for the Sparks, man. Kelsey Plum is a vet. She got rings. She know what it takes to get it done. And me just looking at the complete team, man, they could do some things, man. They nice. Their record don't show how really good they are. Now I want to take the time to talk about the Seattle Storm. They have lost 5 games in a row. All 5 losses, they were up in the game and lost the game late. They're getting a reputation of being some choke artists. They seem to freeze up when it matters the most. It's a shame because this team is so talented from top to bottom. And the 2 losses to the Sparks, they were just awful. They choked away both them games. On the first, they were up double overtime. They choked that game away. And in the recent game, they started 25-5. They couldn't keep control of that game. Not for 1 second did the Sparks think that they couldn't come back. You know? From what I could see, the Storm lacked toughness and grit. But shouts out to Malunga. Man, she's the future of the WNBA. She's good. I believe she had like 20 and 11. She was out there shooting threes. Her length is just a problem. She was out there dominating, man. You know, I don't know how you guard her once she put everything together. She nice. It wasn't her fault they lost that game. I know late in that game, Wnba went at her for a couple clutch buckets, but she's a rookie. She's gonna learn. They wouldn't have been in the game without her. You know, she nice. When you look at Izzy, it's not enough. 2 points for Izzy, that's unacceptable. 5 points for Gabby. She too inconsistent. 5 points. Like, ain't no way. If I'm not mistaken, in that first game, she balled out. Only 5 points in this one. It's not enough. She has to be more consistent. Wnba, she been solid all year. 15 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. I think she's giving you 16, 17 points per game on the season. Skylar Diggins, a light bulb must have went off in her head and remember that she can still play basketball. She usually be out there just facilitating, not knowing that the team need her scoring. So she got back in the scoring category with 17 points to go with 6 assists. She need to keep her hair in a ponytail too. I think that's a good look for her. She seemed engaged out there, knocking down her shot with confidence. By bringing in Brittany Sykes, that takes a lot of pressure off of her. She can spot up more, score more. Bringing in Brittany Sykes was the best thing this team could have did, because Sykes is a good defender. They lack a perimeter defender. She's a good passer. She attacks the paint off the dribble, you know. The Storm lack players that could do that. She comes in and she eliminates that problem right away. Not only that, Brittany Sykes is a good player on the break. The Seattle Storm, they like to slow it down. With Sykes, it gives you the option to play on the break a lot more. With this game being like Brittany Sykes' second or third game, I knew she was going to come out and let the team know, look, this is why you traded for me. And for most of that game, Brittany Sykes looked like a top 5 player in the WNBA, man. She was balling out there. 27 points to go with 3 assists. She was cooking out there. I'm talking about for parts of that game, when you watch the game, you're like, man, does anybody else want the ball? Because she was in her bag, man. She has the ability to play one-on-one, you know? That gives you more option to do other things. She ain't look like no first-time All-Star out there. She looked like a multiple-time All-Star the way she was balling out there. For real. You know, parts of the game, I was like, Brittany Sykes looked like she won it. The rest of them looked like they done took their foot off the gas, you know? They gonna get it together, though. But, you know, playoffs almost here. You go into the playoffs with the reputation of being choke artists, keep the game close, and you could get them. You know, you're gonna lose 9 times out of 10. This is Sports Savvy TV. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one, people. Stay blessed out there.